Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. It is Monday 9th of June at 7 a.m. and we're at Murdoch station to get started on the brand new TCL bus routes, starting with the new 205 service, which is literally just the old 208. Sun is just rising, to Nicholson Road though. So we'll take that section. I won't keep refilming this bit here for South Street because it's literally the same as always. But I'll film the unique sections to each route. So let's find the 205 stand even. It's all the way at the back here to Nicholson Road Station via Bannister Road. "30 minutes. And with the Nicholson Road Station Desto, And that was the 206 service between Nicholson Road Station and Ranford Road Station. We are now here at Ranford Road Station. Pretty cool route. Goes through that new section with lots of trees and really looking nice on Boulevard at the back. Kind of weird though that all that section along Nicholson Road that it's serving, replacing the old 207, is no longer actually being directly connected to Livingston Marketplace like it was with the old route, since it now turns into Eucalyptus Boulevard, and the 3 stops have actually been removed from the Eucalyptus Boulevard. Pretty annoying for them. And the timing at the moment is really terrible. They give it like 10 minutes to get from Nicholson Road Station to the turn before Eucalyptus Boulevard, which is way too long. And then it ends up waiting there for so long, time stop. And they still haven't fixed it, because this clip is actually sneakily being filmed towards the end of July already, because I still haven't posted the bus video because there were a lot of issues with my phone filming in the harsh morning sunlight, and this clip especially got like destroyed of the 206, so I had to come refilm it, but I barely got any other chance. So yeah, I'm really sorry that this video is as delayed as it is, but I'm just quickly refilming this. I hope I don't find any more issues after I go home right now. But here at Ranford Road, they have all the stands for the Murdoch bound routes just over here. There's actually 3 empty ones though, which is really dumb, and then 2 there, stacked with all the routes, for one for the uni, one for the TAFE. Meanwhile, over there is all the routes in the other direction, as well as the only 2 terminating routes here, the 73 and the 204, which the 204 is just between Nicholson and Ranford Road stations. The only route to only go between them at all times. As well as a set down stand over there, which is in like the dumbest place. Like, what is that spot? It's the furthest from the entrance and a loop around for the bus when it goes there, so it's just the worst spot. But then all the buses have to exit down there, so it's really a weird interchange, because it's got 3 lanes of buses, like one going that way, one going this way, and then another one going this way, so really strange. Anyway, now we will take the 204, the industrial special peak hour only route, but hopefully that video should be fine, so you'll see it. It used to actually stop at the first one out of Ranford Road down the hill, but that was terrible, because then it couldn't turn right and cross all the lanes. So literally like 4 days after the start of service, they actually removed that stop from the route. So that was pretty funny how that happened. And you can see most of the buses skipping through here, even though it is a major station. No one really uses it, even so many weeks later, because it's in such a terrible location really, and hard to get anywhere from here. So, and on the first day, all those stands over there were actually the wrong way around. They put stands 1, 2, 3 in the middle lane, and then 4, 5, 6 in the outer lane. So then all the routes going outbound had to loop all the way around, stop at those stands, and loop all the way around again. But then they fixed that, and yeah, Lockie was here actually, the bus planner, on that morning to see how it all goes, and he obviously got to fixing it very soon. And he also told me that the reason they put all these together like this is because they're not really expecting them to sit here for a long time, so they just kind of move in, move out, and they're not really expecting them to, you know, bunch for too long, so they seem to be fine with it. And there's B12 coming in now on the 208. I'm gonna get on that because that's so cool. But you'll see the 204 now. And 73, the only path bus here, I think, 2495. Going to the city now. Yeah. And the new 750 is here, 2172. Used to start in Huntingdale, now it starts here, which is crazy, so much shorter. Departing from the school special stand, got really full actually. So many buses coming in, another 75 over there, which actually they changed the Desto. It says via Victoria Park. What? I mean, yeah, it goes through Victoria Park. That's good, that's good. Victoria Park's a major place, but like, so weird. Willeri Drive in Victoria Park, like what the hell? What about the, like, it used to say Berwick Street and that stuff, Earthwell Street or whatever it is. I'm so used to that, and now it just doesn't. All those major streets gone. I wonder if they changed the 72 Desto then. Probably not, and now it's even more inconsistent. Even though they're trying to make it consistent by changing the numbers. It's so dumb. And yeah, 206 at the back there, so they're fixing all the stands right now, as you can see. It's all wrong. Apparently there's actually 3001. Bro, 3001 was here on the 73, like just before I got here. That's so cool. Like the one of a kind rarest bus. Seven. Oh my god, it's so packed. It is so packed. All the seats are taken. There's people standing. Let's see how many actually get off at Ranford. Probably no one. 1, 2, 3. Nope, not even 3. 2 people. On the whole packed bus, there's 2 people actually using Ranford Road. That's how useless it is. Like, for the people going from that direction. 207, 206. Which were previously 206, 207. The lighting's so good right now. I love the Destos. Nicholson Road Station via Ranford Road Station. But I'm mad about the 73 Desto. And here's the industrial special new Route 204, which was originally going to be the replacement of the 507, but then it became high frequency 925. So now they just added this extra one through the industrial area along Baile Road, which was previously never served before. And it's peak periods only, and actually the only route which operates between Nicholson Road and Ranford Road stations only, the only proper station-to-station connection route. I'm going to take the service right now since it's peak, so it's a perfect opportunity to do it. And we'll see those new sections through the industrial area.
204 to Cannington.
Here it is, the 204 operating to Nicholson Road Station via Baile Road.
Nicholson Road, Campbell industrial area.
And there's 204 arrived at Nicholson Road, which was the last one for morning peak. few people used it mainly because they got on the wrong bus from Murdoch though, and then had to get back to the industrial area. So don't know how it's really gonna go for the route. But here we are now at Nicholson Road again. Way less buses than there was before because it's nearing the end of morning peak. But definitely very cool. I love this bus interchange. I don't know why. It just feels so nice, especially that little street entrance. And 207 right behind. There was someone waiting again on the road, probably for the 207, and then now he's gonna have gotten on, and then, yeah, he's right there. And now he's like, where the hell am I? Well, last stop, buddy. All right, now we're gonna go on the 212, which is the replacement of the once a day 206 deviation. No, it's not the last stop, sorry, what am I saying? It's not the last stop. He's gonna keep going, but now he's gonna go on the 206 path, and then he's gonna be so confused. I'm so stupid. 207 is the long route, which is from Cannington to Murdoch Uni via Nicholson Road Station, Ranford Road Station, and Murdoch Station. No, he didn't. But there's no one there anyway.
He might be turning around.
And 201 coming in. 201 is such a weird route because not really replacing anything. It's just like high road 506, I guess. But other than that, it's just direct up and over to Bull Creek. Oh yeah, he did turn around for the 206. Also earlier, I noticed the 206 now doesn't even say via Murdoch Station, which is so bad. See? Murdoch Uni, via Eucalyptus, via Ranford Road. They're just emphasizing the new line yet again. Doesn't say Murdoch Station. What do you mean? That is like the most used place where everyone is actually going. So yeah, here we are at Nicholson Road. We're going to take this 212, which is going to be so weird going through this parkland. And this is the section it's replacing the 206 deviation to Thornlie. There's also 213 on Yale Road, which is obviously going to be much more frequent. 210 over to Maddington. 206 through the new Eucalyptus section, which we just took. 204 on the new Baile Road. 205 on Bannister, which we just took to Murdoch. And then the 201 to Bull Creek. The 207 up straight up Nicholson Road, replacing the rest of the 208 to Cannington. And finally the 207 replacing the old 206. So that's all the Nicholson Road routes on there. So let's go. This is actually going to be the first ever new 212 service because it runs on such a terrible timetable. 9 a.m. departure from Nicholson Road Station. But there's 210 on the stand 3 minutes before it, but that's okay. And he's leaving now. And the 213 leaving as well for the other side of the train line to serve. It's so weird that there's no 211 now. It existed before, now they've renumbered it to 216, I think. So 2014 on the 207 with the warm ad on the back. Perfect spot. Services commence 9 June, and it is 9 June. Very nice. Look how nice you can see the hills over there and the fog. It's so nice. And now here is the stand 7 with 3 routes: 210, 212 and 213. Why? And train replacement. That's why. It's so bad. I mean, 212 is obviously nothing, but 210 and 213 are both pretty frequent, so they shouldn't be together. Hopefully they don't depart at the same time at any... Okay, they don't, mostly, so it's okay. But 212, here are the services. Here they actually depart perfectly on the hour. 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m. That's it. 3 services to replace the once a day deviation. From Thornlie, there are, I think, around 10, 12 and 2, but not exactly in the hour. So, if we look here, both 212 and 213 are extremely fast routes, just parallel to the train line. The 212 obviously way less frequent than 213, like literally 10 minutes over to Thornlie Station. So, just wait for the 212 now. Bro, is there 213 right now as well? No, it's after. No, get off the stand. Come on. Well, that's stupid. And it's funny, like, we're just gonna race, because this bus just goes on the other side of the train line to Thornlie as well, so...
I think the 213 went to the left.
Yeah. But he leaves 3 minutes later. And then right behind... Come on, move, bro, he's behind you. What are you doing? Okay, he goes. And this will be the first ever 212 service on the new route operating via Wilfred Road and through that park, keeping 2464. Let's get on board. And that was the new 212 via Wilfred Road. No one used it, of course. And it's actually got its own stand here. No. Wait, what is 208?
208 the replacement for the old.
What is this? It's the stupidest timetable poll I've ever seen. It says there's 208 on a Saturday at 6:16 a.m. 208 on a Sunday, and like this just doesn't exist. What is this timetable? Like those 212s, yes, but what the hell is this 208 timetable? That's not even that's not even true. The 208 is like an all-day frequent service, like all the time. What the hell is this thing? I don't know who put this up. Cannington station there. This is so... How does this even get printed? What does this mean? Like, what? It's just a normal service. So stupid. But yeah, 212 runs at really odd times, like 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., 1 p.m. Okay, off goes 9:30 here. Yeah, see? There's literally a 208 right now. Cannington station, right now. Oh yes, totally a very scarce service. What the hell? That is so stupid. At the new Thornlie station. I mean, upgraded. And of course we have 930X here as well. Another X route added to the list, which is not probably gonna do anything, but says it's 5 minutes faster. Wow. Yeah, Elizabeth Quay bus station instead of 2:30 like it was Perth Busport. B12 coming in as well.
How do I keep seeing this one constantly?
On the 9:30. So yeah, that 212, like, I don't get why it runs at such random times instead of like actually during peak at least. You can't even like rely on that at all. It's just in the middle of the day for some old granny to go from the house to the shops. And where's that 213? Did it get? Is that it? No, that's 215. Where's the 213?
Stuck in traffic?
There it is. Even though it only left 3 minutes after us, somehow it's slower, and the 213 only just got here. But yeah, what I was gonna say is, with this terrible 15-minute frequency of the TCL all day, if you miss a train, you can actually take the 212 or 213 for this one-stop section, and it's actually gonna be faster, which is one of the few places where that's possible. 215, that's the new 210, or was it 11? Which way around did they replace
I
it?
think it's 211.
211. So they made it the later numbers, now the earlier number.
214 it was.
Well, I don't know, but whatever. I always got confused between those two routes. And 208's been waiting for so long because some of the timetables are so terrible and they have such long waiting times again. Here comes the 213. Obviously got more patronage along Yale roads where the routes were the most frequent. No need to take the renumbered routes because it's literally the same thing, just different numbers, as long as like we can see them, and that's good enough. I'm gonna waste time doing that because there's already so many things to look at. All these Southern River buses with the new processors as well. Still has the thing up about the shutdown. It's not shut down anymore. And a 517 terminating. And another 208 coming in, probably the other direction. And another, is that a freight train again? Or what is that? What's that sound? Another Arctic as well. Jeez, so many buses at Thornlie. Let's take a look at the map for Thornlie Station. And also, yes, they updated the system map, thank you. Before it didn't even have the Ellenbrook line, like what the hell. This is the map for Thornlie Station. You've got the two routes, 215 and 216 down to Gosnells. I actually forgot which one was 210 and 211, so I can't tell you which one's which, but 228 staying normal. 214 is the renumber 212, staying the same with its extension as well. 517 staying the same, just going into Ranford Road. Then there's a 212, 211, which I was just talking about. 208 is the replacement of the 206, but it's going on this new alignment here instead of through there, and also down here along Towncentre Drive, replacing the old 223 all the way down. And that's actually it. So 930, 930X. Yeah, so this is the old 211, which was the later number. Now it's the earlier number, 215, and now 216 is the old 210. So weird. Okay, well, time to take another route. What is this label? 907, 908, and 201. And that's like Cannington bus depot right there, like next to the train line. What is this? Why do they always have to have mistakes?
How have they made this many mistakes?
Alright, here comes the new 208 from Cannington to Murdoch through Thornlie, which is basically 206 replacement, but some sections changed, including going along Towncentre Drive to replace 223, and then having some weird, unique section where it also goes down to Campbell Road where the 204 was, because that then section of Boardman Road of 206 is replaced by 207. So, let's go. Well, there goes that 208. Really nice actually that you have station to station connection routes like this. I mean, it keeps going to Murdoch, but between more than just the adjacent stations. You can go to both Nicholson, Ranford roads and Cannington and Murdoch from Thornlie. So that was part of that route, which is replacing the old 206, 223 and 205 in some sections. It's got a new unique section along Forest Lakes Drive and the Bridgeway, which people were actually already using, so that's pretty good. It's pretty fast still, even though it does go all the way out there, so it's fine. It's a good replacement route which goes all the way out between Cannington and Murdoch. So now we're back at Ranford Road. Another new route to take here. Oh yeah, now they fixed the stand. It's so funny, when we got into 204 before, it still didn't say. Yeah, and now they fixed it. But Thornlie still has those issues. Oh, 519 gas bus coming into Armadale, 1654. But over here there's a 73 in layover. Hopefully this is leaving soon and we can take it along the new sections on Willeri Drive. They have made it hourly on Sunday now as well, not 2 hourly, which is way better. What's time? 9:45. Yes, 2 minutes. Perfect timing. Okay. We'll take that then. Just on the new section on Willeri Drive, where it now goes direct instead of through the streets of Parkdale, which I did film in the changes video. There we are, just got off 1955 on the 73 in the same spot where I got off the 75 when I was filming the bits in there, which is no longer being served. That is so much faster and so much better. That bit in there was like never even used from what I saw, so and good that they did that. Driver was stupid at Ranford Road though. He didn't know that the stands got changed and then he went to the wrong one and we almost missed it, but whatever. Now I gotta walk all the way back actually, because I just had to go down here to go through the whole new section. And there is one shared stop for the 73 with the 925, the new high-frequency version of the 507, which I'll now take to Cannington Station through the new direct section along Metcalfe Drive, which previously wasn't served because it went the longer way around. But yes, crazy that we have this 925, just random suburban route. Nothing even that significant is now high-frequency. But yeah, we'll go take it. All right, here we are now on Hossack Avenue or Drive, whatever it is. Oh yeah, there, Avenue. After Willeri Drive, so that's where the 73 is that we just got off. And the old 507, and now also the old 75 in here, but no longer. And the new 925 turns in here, and there's a bus stop here. Big pole in the suburbs with a high frequency route, 925, so weird. See how big the timetable is. Saturday, Sunday, every 15 minutes. I really don't think this was necessary. Like on Sunday, it's not gonna be that busy, but we'll see. Today's date, always nice to see that. 25 minutes still to Cannington. How is Cannington Station in Queen's Park, the suburb? And then everything else is actually Cannington. What is this, bro? And it actually says via Metcalfe Road, which is what the new section is, the direct section. So that's good. We take that now. B7. And here we go, another the 925 coming in, 2417. Please, no one in the front seat. Damn it. Oh well. 925. Here we are. Already took it off the Desto, but we already saw the 925 Desto before. 36 gas bus. Now it's operated by Path Transit, so you see this crap. 18.99 on the 36. This 208 is just leaving. 221 now coming here. No longer just out to the carousel. 907 coming in from that direction, gas bus. And oh my god, it's one way here, so actually the bus has to loop all the way around to exit as well, which is so bad. And then this 34 driver, he just went into the temporary Cannington bus station. What the hell? I was there at 1 AM yesterday, filming the last 907 to go into the bus station, and also 51 gas bus. Terrible. And now he went to the 224. That's the new circular 202 or 3, whatever. Let me see who this driver is. So bad. He's so confused. So annoying. Alright, we'll continue on our filmings now at this massive bus station, which is so bad. I just realized I actually put a stop right after the traffic light there, which actually means that if you're going on a route which is at the end of this bus station, it's actually faster just to walk to there, which is so bad. 2474 also doing the 925 now, which we just took along the new Metcalfe drive section. There's actually someone wanting to go to one of the old sections and then they were forced to walk, which was bad, but oh well. It's much faster now, although it was still quite empty, so I don't know how warranted it actually is having it. We'll go on 207 now to No, actually we have to go all the way to Ranford. Oh my god, all the way to Ranford Road to cover all the new sections. Oh, it's right here. Yeah.
It's the same bus as well.
No, oh, wait, hey, it's fine. And there we have the new 207, actually the same bus as the 925. It was literally empty from Cannington all the way to the 206 sections beyond Nicholson Road. But that is the hell long route that goes through both Nicholson Road and Ranford Road and Murdoch Station to Murdoch University, replacing the sections of the old 208 between Cannington and almost Nicholson Road, and then the old 206 for the rest of the way. But we're now back here at Ranford, and I believe I have taken everything here that's changing. Yeah, I mean, except that 208 section. I'm gonna go do it right now. So, yep. Well, just while we were checking out the buses, here we are at the station at 11 a.m. now on the first weekday of operation. No one here, one person on the entire platform. This is how dead it is. It was well used in peak, but now it's just completely dead. Oh, one more person came. All right, time to take the 208 between Cannington and Thornlie along the new section through Langford via Ranford Road Station, Murdoch Uni, over an hour long. And that's that section of the 208 which has been changed to avoid that right turn onto Nicholson Road, but it's actually quite weird and confusing now. It's so strange having to turn into that little section into Langford just for serving that little place, but I mean, people still used it, of course. It takes like 20 to 25 minutes just from Cannington to Thornlie this. I thought that's like way too much in the timetable, but it actually ended up being late. And the 216, the other renumbered one of those Gosnells routes, spotted there as well. All right, time for the 210 straight along Garden Street now towards Maddington Station. So we are randomly terminating in front of the level crossing on the L-shaped 210 route, which actually crosses over directly like in a cross shape. Both the 208 routes closer to Thornlie and both the 208 routes closer to Thornlie, and then later the 215 and 216 routes as well for Gosnells to Thornlie. So off goes that bus. Here's Maddington, still closed of course, and will be for a while still. They have put stand numbers up though apparently now, so they count this as Maddington Station Stand 2. What the hell is this Sunday timetable? 3 buses in the whole day. So bad.
As well.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna have to take the new 907 back now to Cannington bus station. Cannington station. Here's our 907 gas bus via Kelmscott station, via Gosnells station. So weird, Destos. This is the 202 and 203 stand. The 202 is just the old 508 renumbered with no route change. But the 203 is a weird extra addition which doesn't really directly replace anything. It replaces the sections of the 507 which have now been removed by it becoming a more direct 925, as well as the 506 peak period service on Vellgrove Avenue, which were also removed, and then goes over to Bull Creek like the 202 and old 508 did. So here it is, future bus 2408. Let's take the service. And there goes the 203. Nice driver there, which is a really weird combination of routes. Original 507, then 506, then 508 in this direction. He's going to do 925 now, which is just more the majority of 507. At Bull Creek Station, where there's no more 5XX routes going to the east side anymore. So that's kind of sad. Now we lost all the late 50X routes. It's just 500, 502, 503, 504, 505, and well, 510. No, that goes to Murdoch. No. So yeah. We'll take a quick look at the map here as well. As you can see, the brand new. Why is it green, bro? High frequency routes need to be blue. What the hell? What the hell? Another mistake. It literally says high frequency service. 925, yet another mistake. All the way through Metcalfe and up. 203, replacing these sections in Woodford and this that's no longer served by it. As well as the 506 on Vellgrove at the back. And then going up like the old 508 on Apsley Road, which is now the 202, exactly the same. And then the final option is the 201, which goes straight up Leach Highway and then High Road all the way to Nicholson Road into the station. So that's a pretty direct route. So we'll need to take that one too, but not right now. Quick stop on Wellington Street in the city. Here's the new 38 Desto via Carlisle Station, finally actually being a real destination on the Desto. Here we are at Elizabeth Quay bus station for the 176 to Oat Street station. Continues from Oat Street as route 282 to Calamanda bus station. Yeah, so 282 and 283 have both been shortened to actually terminate at Oat Street station, although they all continue as a 176 to the city. But the 176 has extra services between Elizabeth Quay and Oat Street station, which do not continue. But they are not the same as the old 282 and 283, since they go on Albany Highway, where the current 220 went, to increase frequency there, which is very good because that area had terrible frequency and it's such a busy area. So now it goes there and it's very good. There's not really any unique sections, but I think it's pretty cool that we have a new route in the city specifically for serving that section. And here is I-73 also departing with the Ranford Road. Damn it, I missed the Ranford Road station. Desto. Ranford Road Station, 3510 via Victoria Park. And here is the 176, Oat Street Station via Albany Highway, continues as route 282. Stand D2, there's the timetable. You can see all the ones with the letter continue up. So every single 176 on weekdays does actually continue as 282 or 283, but on weekends only like half of them do, and the other half terminate early. 30 minutes to Oat Street via Albany Highway. Let's go. And there goes the 282 now on Welshpool Road after it's finished 176 and now going up to Clamanda. It's really bad because Albany Highway is so slow. I mean, it does need more frequency, but that means that it gets so delayed, possibly, if there's even more traffic.
Just kept it 2 different routes, have the 282 or the 282, have one of them go down Albany Highway.
Yeah.
They should have done that, but no.
And here's actually already the site of the old Welshpool, literally right there. This is where you could get off before to get to it. This is the first stop after Oat Street, so it's actually not supposed to touch Swansea Street East anymore, but they haven't finished the road to get out here yet, so now it does. But we'll just walk back to Oat Street bus interchange and take a quick look. All right, here we are at Oat Street bus interchange, 37 departing on, 1398 departing on the 37, which is no longer going to Curtin University bus station, which I made a whole video for. This bus station has half the amount of stands of Cannington and some rather unique shelters. And serving the Circle route, of course, as well as 176 and 37 and 282, 283. And I think that's it, actually. Nothing else. Oh, 285, yeah. But other than that, there's very little buses, actually, for this bus station. Okay, anyway. Nothing else really to see here. 999. Coming in. Go. Look at this afternoon peak patronage. So many people getting off at Cannington already. It's so good to see this. I was literally here at 6 a.m. I'm still here, still doing the bus routes. Oh my god. There's the new 212, which is now the 214. It's time to take the very short 213 to Nicholson Road Station, just along Yale Road. Over here, which is actually hourly, like what the hell? Serving Yale Road hourly, even though it's so short, 10 minutes. It should come in soon. In comes an Arctic 3127 on the very short 213. And back at Nicholson Road, 2213 is actually Arctic, which one person used on a wheelchair and the other one departing. Even though it's so short, it actually took so long because the traffic is so bad, especially with the Garden Street, the Yellow Road, Nicholson Road roundabout. It's so bad. Don't know why there's an Arctic on this, but oh well, I guess just something they do in between.
Probably the shift is doing.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool route though, like, I don't know why, I just have some liking for it. So just, even though it's just like one road, it's so cool. Just, there's barely any route which is just like that, like out of the station, straight parallel to the train and straight back in, no exception. But anyway, it's this now, so even more stupid than the shift. Okay, and now I think the very, very, very final route that I need to take. I mean, I have no idea what order I filmed this. I'm going to post this in, but in terms of taking the route, oh no, he's going to do something now. It's the 201, which is over here from stand 6. I'll actually go to the crossing. Okay, so here's the 201 stand, which just goes to Bull Creek on High Road and then straight up past Riverton Shops and where 508 goes. Hourly on weekends, actually even hourly during the day. Oh my god, terrible. But then it's 12 minutes in peak. Or 15, sorry. Yeah, all the time. 30 minutes Bull Creek is mainly replacing like the 506 terminus, and otherwise nothing much really. It's just going all the way up High Road as a new connection. You can see almost the whole thing is High Road, and then just at the end. So it's a cool route which really doesn't resemble any of the previous routes. So let's take it. Don't go in the front, please. There's the Desto Bull Creek station by Riverton Forum. And in the order of filming, here we are again, 201, and this 201 just terminated. Arrived at Bull Creek Station, my final route to tick off with new sections, one of the most unique ones. All the way up High Road, just the main road and like nothing else. Also, there's a short trip 203, Parkwood, Vellgrove Park, terminates Parkwood. Really getting quite busy. I just on Arctic 925 leave and it was actually packed. So like, that's good, of course, because in peak from the Mandra line stations, it's going to be busy, but otherwise not maybe that much. 915 is also here, but that's Transdev operated, so they can't ever do one then the other. But I'm guessing I'm going to finish my video here. It's probably ridiculously long. I'll probably have to split it into parts, but I have traveled on all of them around. The only thing I haven't gone on is 930X, the new extra, to see how stupid it is. But there's no unique sections and it's similar to 230. And also, honestly, I haven't actually ever even gone on 970X since the Ellenbrook line got introduced. So, like, I guess I don't even need to do that. I would do it, but I'm literally running on 4 hours of sleep in the last 2 days. And it's already night. Like, by the time I get to the city and back to Thornlie, it's going to be completely dark. So, not doing it today. Here we are at Elizabeth Quay, and you can see up there 930X, the brand new extra that has been introduced with the TCL opening, and also continuing as 215 for some of them because they now continue as those new numbers. 930X departing 3 minutes after the 930 and 2 minutes before another 930. So we'll see how that goes with those ones. Extras are usually terrible. Here we go, departing from D6. This is basically the replacement of the 230, which went from the busport to Thornlie during the shutdown, but that only stopped at very few stops, like the train station areas, like Causeway, Oat Street, Carousel, and then Thornlie. Literally nothing else. This one does all stops from Carousel to Thornlie, as well as all stops through the city on St. George's Terrace, of course. So you can see 55 minutes is so long, and this one says 60, so literally 5 minutes faster. Completely useless. It's mainly more for like spreading the load usually, because on the extras less people will get on since they don't get off at all the stations. But since it now just goes to Thornlie, which you can just take the train to, it's gonna be, I don't get the purpose. And like, why is it still so frequent for the 9:30? Like, okay, it's fine, but seriously, the train is gonna take so many passengers away. I feel like it's gonna be so empty now. But we'll see how it goes. We'll take this X route. The first one of the afternoon peak, 3:56 right there. Let's go. Well, it's 3:53. There goes the 9:30. And there's a 73 at the front as well. Come on, leave. There's literally an X 3 minutes behind you. See how empty it is? Oh my god, someone getting on still. Let's see if we'll get there before 24:08. And right behind, this guy's already getting ready, since it's only 3 minutes later. 34:42, good LED bus because of the X, but I've seen so many like flip dots in it. I mean, pictures of them, and they can't even display the X. It's so bad. There it is, 9:30X. Limited stops. It does have a few more stops though. It stops several more important places along Shepperton Road than the 230 did. Yep, see, the back is just screwed. They haven't fixed it. It's not that small text. It's trying to fit on, but it just doesn't, which is so bad. No one's going to see that if they try to get on. Let's go. 3. I arrived at Thornlie Station on the 9:30X. Absolutely terrible service. It took over 50 minutes. And why the hell are so many people getting off here? Do they not know the train is back? It took so long. Get stuck in traffic so much. Yeah, all stops through the city. So many people complaining because it didn't stop. Some guy threatened the bus driver about it because he didn't know. So many people didn't know. And then they get dropped off at like stops they don't want to get dropped off at, even though the bus then stops in front of their own stop anyway because there's a traffic light. So it's so dumb. There's like maybe 2 stops that we actually skipped. Everything else was in front of a traffic light. It wasn't faster at all. Didn't beat any bus. And then on that section, which is supposed to be all stops after Carousel, we barely stopped anywhere. Everyone's still going to Thornlie, and I don't get why. Why are you coming here? Are you that lazy? You don't want to walk from St. George's Terrace to the train, which would be so much faster. And it's so nice to be here now at Thornlie and not have to take a slow bus back. We can just go straight back on the train. I did a massive loop because I was at Nicholson Road before, and then I went to Cockburn, back to Elizabeth Quay, took the 9:30X here, which is literally 2 minutes from Nicholson Road, and now we're going back on the train. But that was actually the last bus I had to take to complete all of the new Thornlie-Cockburn Line bus routes. I don't know which order I'm actually going to post it in, but anyway. Oh wow, it looks so good, and the platform looks so long here. So yeah. That's how it is.
Service departs from
Anyway.
platform 1 in 2 minutes.
Bye.
The train stops all stations, including
I'll
Perth Station.
report it another time. But thanks for watching this video. We're gonna end right here at Bull Creek. So cool. How you can literally go from here to Maddington now. Before you could go from Murdoch to Maddington on 1 bus, but you can go from here to Maddington via Nicholson Road on 2 buses, which are very direct routes. It's so nice. But definitely enjoying everything and all the new routes and all the new connections. I feel like I could go around in circles here for so long now because there's so many different options of where to go. Anyway, bye!